What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today I want to talk about everything that is wrong with this BMW 335i. This car is pretty much in good condition, but as any other 335, especially used, in this generation, there's going to be a fair share of issues that anybody may have. In this case, I have a handful that some are pretty easy to knock out, to fix. Others are going to be a little bit more time consuming. Before we start, I want to say thank you so much for supporting this video. Thank you for joining and watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Now let's begin. So one of the first thing I want to mention is that this car tires are pretty meaty. I mentioned in the last video, but just want to repeat it again. For the front, it's 245s, 18s, and the back is 285. These wheels are 18 by 5s. I'm sorry, 18 by 8 by 5s. So these setup is kind of cool. I like the stance. The only issue on the back especially is that it does a lot of rubbing. I made the rear a little bit stiff, but it doesn't necessarily make it any better. And it's pretty bad on this side, and it's even worse on the other side, on the passenger side. You can start seeing this cutting into the pattern, I guess. I don't know, more into the tire. You can start seeing these cuts here, so they're getting pretty deep. I was considering replacing the tires mainly because it's relatively getting low. Seeing some cracks on it. I wanted to take care of this fender first before I put some new set of tires in there. And so if I have to replace this immediately, one or two things gonna happen. I'm either gonna roll the fenders and then get the new tires put on, or I'm just gonna go ahead and get two 75s just for it to fit in a little better. Other issue that I found with this car is the rear tire. This is the rear driver's side. I've noticed that the tire light was coming on quite often. I keep inflating it and it keeps leaking down to a certain PSI, and then inspecting the car, I discovered this. So the tire is actually coming apart. It's tearing in two. You have it separating from the sidewall right here, and that is a big issue. Since I've discovered this, haven't necessarily driven the car that much anymore, mainly because where I work, it's a pretty distance, so I didn't want to have a flat tire, and this doesn't have a spare tire on it, so I don't want to find out the hard way and I'm stuck on the side of the road and then have to get this car towed back. So it's chilling right now until I get those tires done. The next thing I wanted to get rid of, I actually wanted to get rid of it the day one, but I just try to keep it around for you guys for the video, is this Decklid. As you can see, this Decklid is pretty much burnt out. From the inside, or on or below, you can see how it's still gloss black on the bottom. Look, it still looks pretty good. But from the top, you can see it's kind of rough, burnouts and all that stuff. So that's something that definitely needs to be taken care of. I might have to do some research. If I do get another gloss black, maybe there is a coat I could put on to protect the layer so it doesn't have this issue ever again. Next thing I want to mention is the taillights. Now the taillights, there from afar looks pretty good, but if you get close, you can see it's kind of getting burnt out, sunburn. There's some scratches. There's a crack right here, and the crack follows through. I don't know if you can see it well, but that's an issue. You can see how it's cracked down on the bottom as well, and the reverse light doesn't work, so the LED is out, so that's another issue. I was thinking of keeping these because I kind of like the old school tail light. I thought they were pretty cool regardless, but I'm gonna try out the new updated version. I'm thinking of getting that, but definitely I wanted to replace these. One of the main issue is definitely the crank seal down there. That is relatively a big project. Definitely need special tools just to get it in and out and make sure it's nice and easy. So that's definitely going to be something for the future in the video. I already did the valve cover, guys. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I already got the valve cover ahead of time, so as soon as I got the car, the valve cover was ready. Valve cover gasket was ready, and I went ahead and just knocked it out. I left a post on Instagram if you want to see my progress relating to it, but I knocked it out because I couldn't wait. Another thing that relating to the performance of this car is the boost leak. So there's a boost leak somewhere. I am going to do a boost test in the future for this car to see where exactly it is. For what I was told from him is that it could be something relating to the turbos. I hope not, mainly because that might be more of an issue expense wise. I do want to. These are Franken turbos down there, and I kind of wanted to see how far I can get with it, because in a progressive manner, I do want to see how much I get out of those twin turbos, and then perhaps change and probably get a single turbo down the road. But hopefully, it's not anything crazy. If it's going to be more of a headache where I need to get another turbo, I will just say go ahead and get get one single turbo and just do the whole kit and just have it done. But there is a boost leak issue. Hopefully it's just a line. I might either do the smoke test or the boost test on this car, whatever is better. But in the future video we'll find out, and then we'll go from there. Another issue on this car is the paint. So it's a 2008, so this car is pretty much old, and you see some paint fade up top on uneven surfaces and stuff like that. It's pretty rough up top as well. So I was thinking in the future I would like to wrap this car. I might have to change it to something different. Not sure what it would be, but hopefully in the future it'll be something exciting for us and the content. Another thing I want to mention is the tint of this car, especially the rear tint, is pretty banged up. There's scratches on the sides, air bubbles on the side windows and mirrors as well, but it shows a lot in the back as well, so you can tell this tint is pretty much way overdue. So that'll be definitely a task for Glass Tiger. I can't wait to bring it to these guys so they can go ahead and take care of that. In the front bumper, there's an impact right here. I showed it to a couple guys and they said it is something you could fix, because we didn't miss any materials, so there's just cracks. So he was advising me to forgot what it's called, plastic weld. So that might be an interesting project I could try. The only problem is when you do the plastic weld, you can still see the lines and stuff. So he was advising to get it done, fixed up, obviously sand it down and all that, and paint it. But I don't know, I might just get it plastic weld, probably sand it down to get it smooth when I wrap the car. So I wouldn't really necessarily, what's the point of painting the car, you know what I mean? So as you can see, if you can see, this is not the original side mirror cover for this car. This is gray, metallic gray, where this is a silver car. So clearly we're gonna definitely replace this, something probably gloss black. I might even end up painting this itself with some other color, I'm not sure, but we definitely have to replace these side mirror covers. So for this particular BMW, it doesn't have the black trim like it shows here. It's not originally a black trim. They wrapped this trim throughout. You can tell it's getting worn, burnt out and stuff like that. So we definitely have to do another wrap on the trim of this car. It was a cool project when I did the S4. This will be, so hopefully with this, with some experience, a little bit of experience, hopefully I do a better job on this car. So for the interior of the car, it matches the exterior of the car, and I kind of like that fit finish look. So I'm definitely gonna at least finish up or redo some of it. I want to probably redo this. Definitely have to redo this part, and clearly I have to wrap both front. The back seems fine. For the steering wheel, natural wear and tear, especially up top. Yes, I want to replace this, but there's nothing, instinctively wrong with the steering wheel. It works perfectly fine. All the controls works perfectly fine, so that's not a big deal. Another thing I want to mention is the shifter. So the shift knob is pretty good. I like the shift knob. I will consider getting something different, but I do like the M shift knob. Still feels nice. The issue I have is it's a lot of play. I don't like that. I kind of like a firm feel. So even in gear, you can tell it kind of wobbles a little bit. So I just don't necessarily have any issue finding the gears, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I like something that's kind of like secure and firm and stuff like that. No homo. So but it goes into gears pretty well, so I don't have to worry about the transmission itself. It's pretty solid. And that's pretty much it, guys. Other than the issues that we have, you know, a little bit on the mechanical side and a couple cosmetics here and there, this car still looks great and still drives amazing. I cannot wait to get everything taken care of performance wise, so I can push this car beyond the limit without any issues. And when it comes to cosmetic, I can't wait to make this car look 10 times better and even more modern, especially from the interior side. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.